The problem is that I don't think he had enough time because, well, Shao Kahn was about to swing a mallet in his face anyway. And if he said Shao Kahn must win all the way to Mortal Kombat 1 Raiden, he would have actually let Shang Tsung win the tournament, and everything would have went to shit faster that way.
Yeah, that was my
It was
argument
just an
too. But
excuse to retell all three Mortal Kombat games because apparently there are fans of Mortal Kombat 2 and that there are separate fans of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So the storyline was definitely an afterthought in order to favor that part for the nostalgies.
he could have said something as simple as use the elder gods though. Like
Oh,
that would have worked out much more.
plus the game ended on a cliffhanger. Apparently, Shinnok's ready to invade Earthrealm and Outworld. Woo, we're totally ready since we have Raiden, Sonya, and Johnny Cage.
But yeah, we have to get completely new characters, and we know how good NetherRealms is at writing characters. And I hate Raiden now because back to my previous point before I got all messed up. Like he's so private. He doesn't explain anything. He's just like, no, we can't do that, or we have to do this. He doesn't say why. He never like explains to people why, and that causes a lot of fucking bullshit to happen.
I just love the fact that they actually made Stryker a badass character in this game, because Stryker's been kind of ill received for years. And then you go and let Sindel punch his face in.
Yeah, she like fucking punched him in the eye, and blood went everywhere. It was pretty
You
freaking
made
brutal.
Strikeable likable and really badass, and I thought he was really cool and really fun to play as, and you killed him.
We know,
We don't
we
even
know,
know. We don't even know if these characters are going to show up in the sequel or not.
we know Sindel's like this crazy, powerful queen and all that, but she's like easily manipulated by Quan Chi for some god awful reason, and she like brutally murders her own daughter, like brutally. She
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like
She
beats
just
the shit
punch
out.
kicks her like it's pretty. It's pretty much like it's child abuse. That's what it was.
And it's depressing because the story's so well presented, like everything's so flawless, and it flows from like fights to cutscenes, and everyone
With
has
very little to
great
no load
reason.
times.
Yeah, it was excellent, but like the plot twist they threw in there
Especially
was
yeah, in the
stupid.
third act, yeah, it was pretty abysmal. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything else to add?
Well, like, this is Mortal Kombat, so I guess we expected a few characters to die. Maybe they could come back later on in the series, but the thing is, the way they kill them is the most frustrating part because they just kill them like it was no big deal. Like
Yeah, like
Night,
Kirk's death in Star Trek Generations. That will give you an idea.
yeah, yeah, like there was like one good death,
And
and that was it.
which death was that?
That was the Indian, uh,
Nightwolf.
Nightwolf. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
when
you.
when he took Sindel down with him, that was pretty cool, but it was also really sad.
It was depressing, but like it was really epic and like it was a great character. But that's how you do a death scene. Everyone else just went out like they were freaking nothing.
Yeah, like red shirts.
Like the Shaolin can sense chi. And before Liu Kang died in the original thing, before he got his neck snapped, he like stood up and had this epic battle in some stupid cutscene we didn't get to play through, but that's not the point. But like Kung Lao, he didn't even sense shit. He just got his neck snapped. He didn't sense this big hulking dude walking up behind him to kick his ass.
Alright, so the body count is almost all of Earthrealm Warriors in Mortal Kombat's 1 through 3, save for Raiden, Johnny Cage, and Sonya. As for Outworld, only three characters die.
Yeah.
Noob Saibot, who gets sucked into a Solnado, Shang Tsung, who died with Sindel, and Shao Kahn, who's now being judged by the other gods. We don't know if that's a death or not, but he's being judged.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Could definitely have been done better. The plot line, I really wish they would have brought John Tobias back to write this plot line.
yeah, I don't know why they don't. I'm curious on how big of a fallout Tobias had with Midway and Ed Boon.
Yeah. It would have been much better to see him write his characters because he had this great lore going, and I feel like it's just been like completely shat upon by this game, which
Yeah,
shouldn't have happened.
like like the explosion of planet Vulcan in the new Star Trek continuity. It's
Like
big.
The reason I played this game is for the characters, and we just killed all of them. So like, what reason
Other
do I have to
people
play
play
the
this
next
game
game?
for other people play this game for more shallow reasons, like blood and gore, senseless.
Brutal violence.
Which is why I can't stand the older Mortal Kombat games. But I gave this new game a chance because it looks like they were putting some effort into the gameplay, and they did. The game was the game is pretty much the game play engine shouldn't really change that much when they make expansions or sequels, whatever direction they'll go with. It looks like it's pretty perfect and set up perfectly well for Mortal Kombat. It's just that, man. And if this is what they're going to keep doing with their plots, I'm worried about the Shinnok arc. What if they end up killing characters like Fujin and Reiko and other characters not many people liked, but I thought they were okay?
Yeah, that's the thing.
What
What if
if
we
they
introduce
kill,
this?
yeah, what if they kill off Kenshi or Bo Raicho?
Yeah, and they introduce this gigantic list of characters, this big roster of characters, and maybe some of them are completely new, and you fall in love with those characters. They're probably just gonna die too in some lame ass cutscene again.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, that was our second UNR rant. Obviously, this is going to be a two-parter. On the Mortal Kombat storyline, again, I'm gonna say it again. I don't hate Mortal Kombat. I still think I still love this game more than Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But man, that story, the plot points in the storyline are a bit frustrating. But other than that, great gameplay. The challenge tower was fun. The only other problem I had was with the unlockables, but maybe I'll talk about that in a future video or whatever. And I can't wait for the Kenshi and Scarlet DLCs, as well as some alternate costume DLCs. I've seen some footage of Mortal Kombat 3 Sector and Cyrax. Um, in some old YouTube video, which probably got taken down at this point. So yeah, that's all we have to say. Leave a comment if you wish. Darkscream217 sign out.
this is Multi-Fire. I'll see you in future videos.